Hi everyone, Gary Nicholson here for weatherweb.net. This is your look ahead video today on Monday the 27th of October. Thank you for watching. And here's a look at total rainfall through until the 1st of November across Europe as a whole. You see all the rainfall that's piled up across the west of the British Isles, and also a similar pattern across the western side of Scandinavia. That's still the legacy of that big southwesterly flow throwing moisture at these western facing mountains. Also, plenty of rain across the south and east of Europe, across the south of Italy, across into Greece and Turkey over this next week ahead, but a drier slot with high pressure generally across more eastern parts of Europe and also across central and southern parts of Europe into northern Italy, across into Spain as well. So generally higher pressure in this sort of region. Now it's a very familiar pressure chart across the British Isles at the moment. That slow moving frontal feature to the north of Scotland producing all that rain across the Western Highlands, and really mounting up in rainfall totals there. Rainfall values up to or above 150 millimetres over the past couple of days in the northwestern Highlands, so continuing concerns for some flooding here. It's the mild south to southwesterly airflow that's responsible for that rain, the slow moving front hitting the mountains and generating the high rainfall as it rises across the highlands in the west of Scotland, and then just continuing to feed this moist air over this part of the world. It's a warm day though across more eastern parts of England, with some sunshine out towards the eastern side. We've got temperatures 18-19 degrees, and I think the top spot this afternoon has been northeast Wales, in fact, which has topped 20 degrees Celsius. A little bit of phone effect warming there, I think, going on as that mild air crosses the mountains of Wales and then dries out and descends down the lee slopes of northern Wales towards Hawarden, which is just on the River Dee in the northeastern corner of Wales. So a mild day and a warm one for the back end of October. It's getting a bit cooler though as we go through this week. This cold front then making its way southwards during the day on Tuesday. The rain finally relenting then across the far northwest of Scotland and becoming a brighter, slightly showery day across the northwest, but nothing compared to what we've had during these past few days then. Still a breezy day across many parts of England and Wales, and wind speeds across the high ground of the Pennines still to gale force. It's another warm one though in the south and the east of England, with temperatures again into the high teens, 19, possibly locally a 20. I think 18 or 19 is more likely to be the mark during the day on Tuesday. During the afternoon, that rain band slowly slipping its way further southeastwards. This is the picture about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The main frontal band by this time moving further into northern England, just getting into the north of Wales. I think Cumbria and the Lake District really setting in with some heavy falls of rain during Tuesday afternoon, and just gradually edging into Yorkshire and into the northern Midlands late on in Tuesday daytime. During the evening then, we've got that rain slowly edging further southwards and fragmenting a little bit, but still a band of rain making its way southwards. Still some heavy bursts on that, but I think becoming a weaker feature as it heads its way further southwards in the overnight hours into Wednesday. Still though some moisture on that, and by the time we go through into Wednesday morning, a damp start to the day across many southern and central southern counties of England, with that band of rain, slow moving frontal feature across the south of England. And without the heavy rain that was across Scotland, still just a persistently damp day. I think rain, drizzle on and off through the day, and even though rainfall total is not exceptionally high, we're still looking at a pretty damp and unpleasant day in the south, and a few degrees down on where we've been in recent days. Contrast that though with northern Britain, across Scotland, northern England, a much brighter day. A chilly start, some frost in rural areas, and then by daytime some sunshine coming through, temperatures around 12 degrees Celsius across northern England on Wednesday afternoon. By Thursday we've got fronts coming in from the south and the southwest again, and this main low out in the Atlantic, spilling fronts northwards. I think the remnants of all those bits and pieces of rain and cloud from the previous day still bringing a lot of cloud and dampness across the south of England, although looking drier overall. We've got northern eastern parts of the country faring best for the brighter spells on Thursday, clouds increasing and spreading northwards with this warm front spreading across Ireland into western parts of Scotland and Wales as we go through the course of Thursday. Again, a chilly start to the morning for Scotland and northern England. That warm front pushes further north as we go through into Friday. Mild air pushing northwards again, a breeze increasing from the south, and rain spreading more extensively across Ireland, again with this cold front pushing eastwards. A brighter day across eastern parts of England though. The south and the east should get some bright spells come through, but a lot of low cloud, mist and drizzliness across the western side of the country, with lots of cloud on the hills across more western regions and across Wales into southwestern Scotland. So it's a mild end to this week again. After that cooler middle, we've got temperatures rising again towards the weekend, staying fairly unsettled with low pressure driving in periods of wind and rain through to the weekend. The theme then looks as though we're going a little bit cooler as we go into early November, temperatures dropping away considerably as we go into that first week of November, back I suppose nearer to the average, but with the change in air mass it's always going to be the case. And there's the evidence for that potential change in air mass as we go through into early November. Just pulling in air from the north and the northwest. This is from the European Ensemble model, and that cooler air spreading to more areas by the time we go through into next Monday then. Temperatures just falling away a few degrees, looking like staying fairly unsettled with showers as we go into Monday and Tuesday of that next week. High pressure ridge just trying to build in from the west as we go into midweek, I think. Taking it through towards the back end of that week, there's the ridge just trying to topple in from the west. I think we're back to more of a westerly pattern, so temperatures maybe just a degree or so up by the end of the week. Low pressure towards the north, and we've got quite a trough digging in towards parts of France, Spain and Portugal, so low pressure at the surface will be in here and turning wet across southern and southwestern parts of Europe here by the middle part of that first week of November. So do the other models agree with things then? We've got the GFS Ensemble here, still pulling in that air as well from the north and northwest, the trough in the upper heights shown here. So some agreement there with the European Ensemble, the high pressure ridge out in the Atlantic. And towards the 6th of November, similar pattern as well, low pressure towards the north, but just picking up temperatures slightly as the air comes back in from more of a westerly, and there's the trough again, showing in more southern parts of Europe by this stage. And that sets the scene pretty nicely as we go through into early November, some agreement there on the various models. That's all for now. Thank you as always for watching weatherweb.net, and bye for now.